Jody and Mara is there with highly recommended. All right, guys. Well, Hurricane Melissa swept through Trelawney, leaving destruction and heartbreak in its wake. This morning, we hear firsthand from one resident who lived through the storm. Her name is Shane Rose. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for making the journey and the trip.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. No, after that video, we had to invite you. You know, you made a video. What was it, on your TikTok?
Yes, my TikTok and my Instagram.
On your Instagram as well. And what was the video speaking to? For persons who did not get to see it, what was the video speaking to?
I was speaking on the impact of Melissa and how people bonded together to clear roads. And even after that, everybody was still in high spirits. People who didn't have a house, who didn't have roof, they were just trying to stay positive, and that really resonated with me because growing up as a Jamaican, you always hear, oh, Jamaicans are this and that. But to see that when it really mattered, everybody came out and they were working together, it just made me extremely proud, and I had to put it out there.
All right, Shane, where in Trelawney are you from? And I mean, tell us what happened when Melissa made landfall.
All right, so I am from Lilliput, St. James, but I live in Trelawney.
Lilliput, St. James.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So between Lilliput and Barrytown, that's where my families are. Mm-hmm. I have an uncle in the States. He didn't trust me staying in my home, so he told me to go stay at his Airbnb. What I saw, I was there with my children, and we stood on the veranda. I watched a couple, we call it chillings and ply, just fly off roof zincs and everything. Mm-hmm. I watched trees fall down. I watched the wind dance, and it was very hard to just stand and witness. And after it ended, I just wanted to go see my mom. And driving out, by the time we got like a couple meters on, there's no way to get through. Mm-hmm. We turned back, and within about 30 minutes, we saw cars coming up. So I went outside and I asked if the roads were clear. They said yes. Every single resident in the community of Barrytown had a machete and a chainsaw. They were chopping, they were cutting, they were moving. People, I've seen people who come out of their homes that didn't have roofs or anything, and they were on the street just clearing to ensure that everybody could either go home or come home.
All right, so the community is called Barrytown, you said?
Barrytown.
Okay, Barrytown.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Exactly where? Because this is the thing that I think it's coming to the fore now, the conversations about the communities in these parishes. Some of them we've never heard of before, right? How far is it, let's say, from, I don't know, from the port in Trelawney?
It's about 15 minutes. Do you know where Iberia Star is?
Yes.
So Iberia Star is right across from Lilliput.
Okay.
The next parish, the next community is Barrytown, which is right across from Sea Castle.
Got it. Okay.
So they're neighboring communities.
Right.
You can walk from one to the other.
Okay, so it's not too far, into the land, like people would say it's far up the hillside or anything like that. Got it.
Well, no, I heard a gentleman made a joke about all his life he's never been able to see the main road, but since Melissa took all the trees, all the houses, he was able to see. It's very close to the main road.
Yeah. So all the residents, you say, in this area came up with their chainsaw. They didn't wait on relief to come. They took action into their hands, right?
And by the time I get to Lilliput to see my mom,
it
was the same thing.
Wow.
Everybody came together. They cleared the roads. Everywhere you go, there was a path to get to where you're going and come from.
Yeah, yeah. And let's talk about the relief that actually came, though. Did relief come eventually?
It did. Not as quickly as we expected, but it did. And I try not to point fingers or anything, because we weren't the only ones that were affected, and there were issues getting to us. But they did eventually come to us, and we now get water. I think yesterday I was leaving, there were, I wouldn't say JPS, just contractors trying to get the wires up everywhere.
Right, connected to JPS, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's my uncle's home, by the way.
Wow.
The roof completely gone.
Wow. And that is the reality for a lot of the residents in Trelawney, you would say, right?
Falmouth was destroyed.
Yeah.
The hospital, no walls. There's a section, accident and emergency, no roof. I overheard an employee stated that in the theater, the water was so high. If she was in there, she would have
in the theater?
Yeah.
This is the operating room?
Yes.
The water came in so high?
So high.
Yeah.
If she was in there at the moment, she probably wouldn't have made it.
Wow.
It's, when you go through Falmouth, like I said, it's very heartbreaking to see, because you spend your life in these places. It's happy, it's vibrant, and when you go through, it's just destruction and sadness and depression. It's very hard not it's very hard to stay positive, but I try.
All right, so you've been in Trelawney. Have you been anywhere else outside of the communities that you know?
Yeah. Went to Montego Bay yesterday because I went down, and it's the same thing. Everywhere you go, it's just very hard to look at. And I tell everybody outside of Western Jamaica, because it's not just where I'm from, and it's not just St. Elizabeth, it's Westmoreland. I have family in Westmoreland, in Hanover. It's really bad everywhere, and we are in the age of information right now, so when you go on your phone and you see it, it's not the same seeing it in person.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying that, you know, it's literally just a glimmer of what the reality is when you get down there and you see the level of the devastation, right?
Everything is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned the spirit of the people, though, not waiting around and clearing the roadways on the day of, right? On the day when it was leaving the country, persons came outside and everything. Do you see the spirit of the people, you know, sustaining in that regard, you know, fighting through it? From the persons who you've spoken to, are they waiting around? Are they going to be moving and trying to, you know, build back the homes and build back the roofs and trying to find, you know, some way to recover?
From my area,
yeah,
they're working towards it.
Yeah.
I told my mom and a couple of her peers that they're built different. We're processing it. We're thinking about it. They're getting to work. Everybody's already trying to figure out a way how to rebuild, my brother, he lost a couple zinc, and before the end of the day, he put them back on. He went and he got some, and everybody came in and helped him.
Yeah.
People are working towards getting better by themselves. So when the relief comes, they're not going to take it because they don't need it. They leave it for those who need it more.
Yeah. Okay.
So everybody's trying.
So tell me what they need now, because people may be watching, they want to help. What do they need now?
Water.
Yeah.
Water. I took some to my grandmother, and how excited they were for just a case of water. I did not think about it on that level, and there are a lot of people, they need water. Drinking water. Drinking water.
Yeah.
If you can take cases of water, not just to Lilliput where I'm from, but everywhere that was affected, do so.
Yeah.
It is needed, because we don't have any electricity there, we don't have any water, we don't have any signal. It's like a dead zone. So the water is needed first.
And toiletries, essentials for the babies.
Essentials, all of that, yes. And some of the shops there, they're helping people. They're not, everybody knows that they don't have jobs or anything right now, so people are actually helping with the toiletries, but the water is necessary.
Thank you for creating that video. I think now is the time for us not to be silent, because the road to recovery is going to be a very long one. So we want to know what's happening and how we can continue to help. You know, but I thank you so much, my darling, and thank you for your resilience. Thank you for the perspective that you've given, because it really has helped. Thank you so much for making the journey here at TVJ. Storm survivor Shane Rose. After the break, guys, we hear what is being done for persons in affected areas to get banking services. Stay with us. Stay with us.